A best-selling author and an advocate for military families. We are delighted to welcome Colonel Oliver North. Colonel, great to see you.
Governor, great to be with you. Thank you. And Sissy.
And to have Sissy with us. And, you know, this is a special day of prayer. Prayer is spiritual warfare. It's battle. But you're used to battle, not just spiritual. You were in combat. You had people shoot at you. Tell me how you correlate what it's like to be in military battle and spiritual battle.
I came to know my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ when I was 35 years old. I was a Marine major by the example of another person. I have never read this book from cover to cover more than once. Right? It's the only book I've now read. Even you and I write great books. It's the only one I've read from cover to cover many times. And the prayer that I just led at the World War II Memorial is the Soldier's Psalm, praying for America's military, America's law enforcement, and our veterans' families, and those who are on active duty. This country has never been through what we're going through today. I mean, even the great plague of the 1918 epidemic or pandemic was nothing like what we've got today. And our country is desperately in need of a spiritual revival. And what we're seeing happen on the Mall of America right now, right out here, is an example of the kind of warfare that we're in. Satan is alive and well, right? And he's taking advantage of the pandemic, the discord that's going on in our country. And so everyone out here with Franklin, your dad, what a magnificent leader, just like the governor here, knows the idea that this is the ammunition. Prayer is the ammunition that we need to fight this fight.
You have done a lot of work with the Freedom Alliance to help military families because they're under the gun, literally when they're in battle, but when they come home, they're still under the gun.
They are. And the recovery process for those who've been wounded, over 40,000 who've been wounded badly, families of those who were killed, the scholarships that we give to those youngsters who've lost a parent in the line of duty in this war, they're the kinds of people who become the leaders of this country. As long as they know that we're spiritually motivated, there's nothing political about anything that we do. What we're trying to do is make sure that the next generation of leaders, I have to confess, I'm motivated in many respects by the 18 grandkids you know that I've got. And I want them to have a place that's home for them on this planet during their lifetime.
Absolutely. I think many of us are here because we're here for that next generation and fighting for that next generation. But Colonel, you're a military historian. Do you believe that God still governs the affairs of men?
The good Lord knows what's going to happen. He's calling on us to recognize that what we often see as obstacles are really opportunities, right? That's what this march is all about. This is an opportunity for America to revitalize itself spiritually, and the ammunition is prayer. And so I'm hopeful that what we're seeing today, with all the involvement of everybody who came together very quickly, thanks to your dad, the idea of turning to prayer and asking God to bless this nation, as he has before, as long as we turn to him and don't try to solve it politically, we spiritually have got to revitalize ourselves, and this is an opportunity to do so.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, Colonel North. There's much more to come as Prayer March 2020 continues. Stay with us.